Hey everyone, Magical Lover playing a little Legacy one-on-one action, playing my Genesis Wave based green deck and just kind of trying it out. Made a few little tweaks to it, nothing major, but playing around with it. So I do have Cradle, I do have Untappers, and I do have the key. So this is the majority of what I'm looking for. And I'm going to apologize in advance right now. I am enjoying a tacita de chocolate mexicana, and if you hear slurping sounds, it's because I like Mexican hot cocoa at night, so deal with it. Bate, bate, chocolate. Okay, so let's... I'm going to get the Arbor down instead of the turn 1 Candelabra, because basic forced into Candelabra blows people's minds. And more often than not gets people to quit, but a turn 1 Dryad could just be, yeah, I'm playing Elves, and I happen to start with it in my hand. We'll see. We'll see what Jack Studley is playing. Ghost Quarter. That's a good sign. I do play 2 dry. That's not a good sign. I was not hoping to see that. But what is going to happen is next turn I'm going to fetch the second Dryad Armor, put down a Cradle, tap for 4, put down a Critter, so then I'll have 3 Critters, 2 untap abilities, and I can wave for value because then I'll be able to cast Critter Hoof and probably win, so it should be a 3-turn clock from here. Let's see. Ghost Quarter and Glimmer Post. Okay, well that's a good sign. I did fail by accidentally not fetching on my opponent's end step. So that's a bummer. Pay 1, sure. 5, yeah. I was probably going to Ghost Quarter this, so I could go for the wave here. But if I find a... No, I'm just going to put a Critter into play. Should have swung for 2 there, but screwed up. Yeah, yes I would. I lived for better part of half a year in southern Mexico on the border of Guatemala in a what I like to call a prior life. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wave for 4 for value. I know I'm not going to hit hoof, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd still be short of hard casting hoof. I'm gonna go for the... Let's see what I get out of here. Because 4 is good. If I find a Cradle and another Garrick, I can untap that. Oh. Hit all 4. Yeah. Throw that on. Get 2 dudes. Get a little Noble Pump. And if I had a Cradle here, still, I would be waving and hoofing for the rest of my deck. Looks like my opponent did not draw what he hoped to. So the trick now is I'm playing with basically a wish package where I have wish for Bog, Boseiju, and Temple, as well as Swarm, Wit, Slime, and Ulamog, so I kind of like that as a target for Witness instead of, repeating the Genesis wave. I'll go one light on the library to bring the E-Wit in. They're important to hit off waves. I almost rarely never wish for it, because I'm just playing the singleton wish. I did try a couple games putting a cradle and playing more wishes, but I didn't like that. Didn't work out as well. Maybe I misplayed it, but it worked out poorly. What do we got? No lander. That's going to be tricky. He keeps and we mull. That's not a good sign. Just for a poker hand. I'm going to keep that. I would have taken the full house. I love John Avon art. So next turn, I can put the temple down, cast 2 more hierarchs, and hope to God I don't get all of dusted, or all is dust, which looks like a possibility. Ooh, now that's saucy. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I am going to keep the cradle back. I didn't tap the cradle there and swing for 3 because I want to have the rotation up in case he goes quarters. City of Traders, sure. Sundering Titan. He's already played his land. So I'm going to go for Temple. Just so I can't get my forest. But small victory, because a 7-10 is going to be tricky for me to deal with. Can take a couple hits and I got chumpers, but I do need to find that Genesis wave pretty soon. We'll see. But don't like my odds. I didn't bother untapping the cradle there because it wasn't going to make much of a difference. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not going to waste a noble into a block. If he pulls out something legendary. Sure. Don't be Nugan. Coil. Boo. So, definitely doesn't look good. Come on, Genesis Wave. That's no bueno. Sure. Wow. So, I'm in deep trouble here. Yeah. I have to do this. Uh-huh. Okie doke. Wonder how far down it was. No, oh, that was close. I'm getting there. Okay. I think slime might be important. He's playing all. I think Caracas is less important. I think library. I think library is more important. It's a race. We're both trying to get the big mana and do big things. Mine should be able to take the day if I can cook it off in time. Yeah, I like that. Don't have a cradle, but should be able to find one right soon. So turn to library. Hopefully I find one of my 2-drops, which I haven't seen any of, either Nest Invader or Fist of Ironwood, which are both crappy cards, but they are 2 creatures for 2 mana, so they are the fuel of this deck. Second library. Not as useful as the first, for sure. But with a fetch land, never know. Because you can draw off one, fetch, draw off the second. See, 6 cards. Pay 16 life, if you're into that sort of thing. Boo. What do we got? Metalworker, sure. Yes, yes. Okay, that's saucy. Tempted, yeah. So my plan is crop rotate, get a Dryad. So I'll have Cradle Temple next turn, drop Garrick. Would reveal Blightsteel, Wormcoil, Sundering, Plats. Oh boy. That's a lot of ow. A lot of pain there. blight. Okay. So no life doesn't matter. Now at least Ghost Quarter's trapped out. Okay. So need a little help. Now I gotta take a quick look. Nah, it's not gonna cut it. At least not in time. Okay. Show me something spicy. Ooh, that's spicy. It's spicy because it'll take 9 of the damage off. Ooh, I like what I see. Top, and I'll keep. Okay. So this gets fun. So what's going to happen here? I want Nesty first. So I set myself up for success, and who knows, I still might be way dead, but I got a fighting chance. Coil, Plat, Sundering. Okay. So I still have work to do. So let's fist this. That did not sound good. That's why these are important. This is actually a 3-for-1 because I can go for mana for that, but it is 2 creatures for the cradle count. This is 2 creatures for the cradle count. Okay, we'll use that to untap here. Should be able to chain from here, we'll see. Haha, you have Metalworker? I have Cradle. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not optimal count, but not too bad. Considering I got a Witness in hand, I really don't have to hit anything insane for this to work. Okay. Is it worth it? Do I witness the crop rotation, get a cradle? No. I'm going to Genesis Wave. And I am going to sack that, because if I hit Crater Hoof here, I don't want to have to put it back and be like an idiot. There we go. Unfortunately, I didn't hit a Deserted Temple to get that up. Or dang near anything else. So that's kind of poopy. No, I basically want to cast Ewit. Oh boy. No, I gotta leave this. Okay. So I have to leave Living Wish to get rid of Platinum Angel or I can't win. Okay. So I think we'll be okay. Can trample for 12. It's indestructible. And it's got infect, so no sense. Now this presents an interesting quandary for my opponent, because if he swings at me and I just block and overrun, he's in deep trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 5. Okay, so even if he goes quarters here, I'm in good shape. Okay, so now I need to hit. Yeah. Yes. I do need to do that. So he's got to go after Garrick, which means I don't have to block. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could take it all, but there's no point because then there's nothing to overrun next turn. So if he swings at Garrick, I don't block because I have to wish. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. Okay, come on. Show me something fun. Well, that's not fun. Okay. Too bad, right? Ah, Platts. I gotcha. Mm-hmm. This is going to be an interesting game. Good game. I was obviously very dead to that. But, hey.